Hey guys, how's it going? Zombie here with ZNR Gaming, and we are currently 1 month away from E3 2019, guys. Microsoft has announced that their press conference is scheduled for June 9th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and have confirmed Halo Infinite will make an appearance. Although it has been confirmed, we do not know how much information will be given about the game yet. If Microsoft follows the same formula of information as they did with Halo 5 Guardians, then we may only be left with another teaser trailer with some dialogue and a date for a possible beta with no real gameplay information for some time. Due to this, I created a video to talk about 5 things that I want to see in Halo 6 when it does release. First is untethered co-op gameplay. There are currently rumors circulating that Halo 6 will be an open world game, and although there is information to suggest that this may be true, there is still no concrete evidence as of yet. If Halo Infinite is open world though, we can only hope that during cooperative play that we will not be tethered together as we are in other games that are open world, such as Far Cry 4 or Far Cry 5. Even though in Far Cry 5 you were able to be at a great distance apart and complete separate side missions, you were still restricted from completely exploring on your own without the threat of being quickly pulled to your teammates. This is also an issue in previous Halo games as well. For anyone who has ever been pulled from a vehicle or dropped a large unmounted weapon that they had recently acquired when being teleported without warning when an ally happens to walk 5 feet ahead of you into a checkpoint area. I would like to see this option removed in Infinite, whether it is released as an open world game or not. And if it is removed, 343 could create a teleport system to allies as an option after certain checkpoint areas have been reached. So when someone reaches a certain area, it could prompt press this button to teleport as an option. So if the person is not ready, they're not automatically pulled. The second thing that I would like to see in Halo Infinite would be the Hornet airborne assault vehicle. In Halo 3, we were introduced to the Hornet, an aircraft that could be used as a light fighter or as an allied transport capable of transporting a couple of additional Spartans or Marines. There are also early concept art images online of the Hornet also having a rear-facing turret, which will bring its transport capacity up to 4, allowing for an entire fire team to be transported. This vehicle was a favorite for many when it was introduced, as it gave the ability for a team to stick together when moving from one location to another with ease. The Hornet would be a great returning vehicle, and if Halo Infinite is either introduced as an open world game or if the sizes of the levels are just increased. It could also be used in game modes like Warzone if it returns, and big team battles as a way for squads to be able to take down enemy bosses or other vehicles by loading the Spartans who will be riding on the Hornet with power weapons designed for anti-vehicular warfare, such as the Spartan laser and Spanker rocket launcher. For the third thing that I would like to really see in Halo Infinite is weapon customization with attachments, and I would especially like to see this as an option in campaign again, if in an open world, or as a pre-mission loading screen with a possible 1-minute timer to set your loadouts, or a way to create multiple loadout presets. Now, before people start to worry about this ruining Halo, we just have to look at Halo 5 Warzone as a reference to what some attachments can be used for. When the Rex system was introduced in Halo 5's Warzone mode, we were given a freedom never before seen in a Halo game with our weapons. We no longer had to pick, for instance, the DMR for primarily mid-range use, when now we could replace its standard scope with a sight for close range. All primary loadout weapons were also gifted with other options for things like a suppressor allowing Spartans to become less visible on enemy radar, or extended magazines which increased the weapon's firing and carrying capacity by 50%. Mixing some of these things with possible only explosive rounds that are usable currently in Halo 5 on some vehicles, and the rumor that Halo Infinite may have an RPG progression type of system. This could be a good method for allowing Spartans to enter PvE or certain PvP modes with a loadout that feels more natural to that particular Spartan, like a true Spartan fireteam would before entering a battle. Next is something that I believe many would like to see return to the Halo, is dual wielding. In previous Halo games such as 2 and 3, we were granted the opportunity to dual wield certain small weapons, such as plasma pistols, magnums, SMGs. This would be a fun option at times, and when used correctly, weapons could be mixed and matched for a more tactical effect. Also, continuing with the possible theme of an RPG progression system, this option could be awarded after certain tasks, such as a certain amount of kills or headshots, or just the elapsed time that a weapon was used by that character. Also, this option could be chosen in place of another weapon attachment if there is an attachment limit system, if we get the customization. If dual wielding does return, I would like to see swords added as a possible dual wieldable weapon, as we can see some elites doing this if we look at certain cutscenes in Halo, like the scene in Halo 2 close after the beginning when the story of Atriox is being told. With this, the durability of using swords could be doubled as long as the lunge option is limited to prevent ridiculous chain attacks with swords. Last of all, for this video, I would like to cover something that I have wanted to see in Halo for some time, and that is Forge creation on PC with the option to upload to console. I, like many Halo fans, have been a fan of Forge for a long time, even to the point that when I used to travel for work, I would take my Xbox with me and spend hours upon hours creating maps. Normally, one's too big for practical use, including more vehicles than players per map, and daisy chaining gravity lifts designed to carry players from one side of a stage to another to grant flanking capabilities during matches. Even though I love Forge, I found older games like Halo Reach and Halo 4 at times to feel more comfortable to Forge in than Halo 5, and it just became easier to leave my Xbox at home when I would travel for short trips. With Microsoft's Play Anywhere options, I believe that it would be easy for Microsoft to create a Forge option on PC that would allow maps to be modified between both the PC and Xbox. This would give a more accessible method for people to create maps when their console may not be available, as well as the ability to make changes on the fly while on console, or when completed to just be able to begin playing with friends moments after final touches have been made on the PC. That is it for this video, guys. Please let me know in the comments below if you want to see any of these things in Halo 6, or if you want to see something different added. Please like and subscribe to the channel for future content, and I will see you in the next video.